Hey folks, how you doing? Today I want to go over the Chevrolet Blazer, and this is the most popular model that we sell of the Blazers. It's a Blazer V6 in all-wheel drive. Now I say it's most popular because since we started getting the Blazer in late December, about 4 months ago, we've sold 3 of them, which is not a lot. We sold 2 just like this, and we sold 1 RS. I personally have not sold 1 yet. Now, there's many reasons I believe for that, and I think a lot of it has to do within the New York City area here. There really hasn't been any advertising on it. There really hasn't been any lease promotion on it. And, you know, quite frankly, it just wasn't a focus. That's going to change. Now that the New York City Auto Show is currently going on now in New York, they're going to start advertising this Blazer a lot more. They're going to officially unveil it to the public. So you're going to start seeing it all over TV and magazine and print, on the internet, kind of all over the place. They're also going to start putting out some lease incentives, which is great because we lease 75 to 80% of the new cars that roll out of this store. Now, I can't tell you in my experience at the dealership in the last 4 months, we've had an RS Blazer on the floor. Everybody loves it. There's really nobody that says it doesn't have great styling. Everybody thinks it looks great. And everybody, really enjoys the sportiness of it when you compare it to like an Equinox or a Traverse. It definitely has a more sporty feel, which people look for that. It's nice. It makes you feel young. It makes you feel, energized. So we're definitely happy about that. What I will say is, since we put an RS on the floor, just like in previous videos I made in all the comments, everybody says, wow, $51,000 is a lot of money. So we're going to highlight this one here. This is your Chevy Blazer that's under 40. MSRP on this is $39,335, I believe. That is before any kind of dealer incentives or discounts. Quick correction, the MSRP on this particular one is actually $39,355, not $335. And this is a basic Blazer V6 cloth in all-wheel drive. MSRP before destination starts at $36,000. We did add the all-weather floor liner package to this vehicle, which is $315. We also added a convenience and driver confidence package. Now that package is $1,845. It's going to give you remote start. The outside mirrors are manual folding. They're power, they are heated, and they do have turn signals built in. An inside rearview mirror, which is auto dimming. You'll get front driver and passenger heated seats. The power rear liftgate in the back. Black roof rails along the side of the vehicle so you can add crossbars in case you want to put a kayak or something on the roof. And it gives you some extra safety features, which are the rear park sensors in the back, which also give you cross traffic alert. It will send 60 feet left and right if someone's coming. It's going to give you a nice warning on your screen. It's also going to beep to kind of let you know before you can even see them on the camera. And it gives you side blind zone alert with lane change alert. Those are the symbols in your mirror. They're going to light up when someone's in your blind spot. You put your turn signal on to change lanes. It'll flash that indicator to let you know. When you add those packages up and the destination fee of $1,195 that General Motors charges, brings you to that total MSRP of $39,355. Let's start out by taking a look under the hood here. This is our 3.6 liter V6. It does have variable valve timing, direct injection, pumps out 305 horsepower. A couple things I'd like to highlight, actually the very first thing, basically like a cold air intake. This is also in our Silverado. If you look, when you close down the hood, there's weather stripping here that's going to seal this section of the hood right over this section of the engine compartment. Air can come in through the front grille, up through these little louvers, down into this opening here, which is going to filter right into your air box and right into the engine. So basically you have a cold air intake. It's going to isolate the hot air from the engine, keep it away from the air that's coming in to the airbox. You have 2 gas struts, one on each side to hold the hood up, so there is no prop rod. And if you look down here on the firewall, you're actually going to see that this is all soft padded material. And what that's basically going to do is it's going to take the engine noise that you hear under the hood and it's going to absorb that sound so you don't hear it inside the cabin. As we come around to the back here, you'll notice you have dual exhaust along the bottom. That comes with the V6. You also have a nice button here. Press twice, it's going to open the power tailgate. Nice generous amount of cargo space here. There is no third row in the Blazer, so it's just a 5-passenger. You have a storage area underneath. It's going to house your spare tire. Also a couple compartments that you can store things that maybe you keep in the vehicle all the time. And really cool feature, let's say you're at Home Depot or Costco or whatever kind of store you're at, and you buy a whole bunch of stuff. You bring your cart back here and you want to put it in, but you need more room. You want to fold your seats down. In most vehicles, you're going to have to go around to the seat and drop it from inside the cabin where the door is. Here, you have handles on each side. Pull the handle, seat's going to drop. Pull the handle, drop the other side. Now you have a real nice open cargo area to load up all your stuff. Now, like I say in all my videos, I'm a pretty tall guy, right? I'm 6'5", so I'm a very good judge of how roomy the back seat is of any kind of vehicle. I already sat up front and had that adjusted to where I was comfortable. Now I'm gonna show you a couple handles. You have one here. This will actually fold the seat down, or it'll actually recline the seat. So if you're sitting in it, you can recline it. You have a bar up in the front here as well, which will move the seat forward and back. So if I hop in here, you can see I have plenty of room. I have headroom, I have leg room. And that's with the seat back. The seat does come forward, so if you needed more cargo space, you could adjust accordingly. And like I mentioned, you can recline back for added comfort. Your rear passengers will also enjoy some heating and cooling vents and a couple of USB ports to charge their devices. Check out those all-weather floor mats, which just covered the entire floor. As we hop in the front here, you do have your button on your door handle you can press to unlock or lock the door. And then once you hop in, foot on the brake, press the engine start stop button, and you're up and running. Just a quick side note, if you press the engine start stop button without your foot on the brake, it puts you in accessory mode. So if you had a turn key, it's kind of like when you turn the key like halfway, where certain things will run, but you won't start the vehicle. Again, same thing as if you press that start stop without your foot on the brake. Everything is laid out very nice in the Blazer. It's very easy to use. It's very easy to find controls. Of course, your radio is all touchscreen with a couple of hard keys on the bottom here just to seek stations, raise and lower volume, and a home button, which brings you to all your main icons. Like all Chevy Blazers, you have the capability for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So you plug your smartphone into USB, it's gonna project it right onto the screen, including Google Maps, Waze, Apple Maps, Pandora, Spotify, you know, that sort of stuff. You wanna take a second just to look at the camera. It is full high definition, very easy to see what's behind you both in day and night. You have your guidelines that turn with the steering wheel, so it'll show you exactly where you're headed. And this one, if you had a trailer package, also gives you a trailer line, which would line you right up to the trailer hitch in the event you were towing something. On the door panel, you have your lock and unlock, your windows and mirrors. You even have a power button for the rear door in the back. Now this does say max 3/4 and off. If it's on 3/4, it's actually a programmable door. So let's say you're in the garage, you open your garage door up and then the Blazer's pulled in, right? And you hit the button. Does the door open too high where it's gonna hit the door? If it does, you put it in 3/4, you go in the back, you manually move the door to wherever you want it to stop, press and hold the button in the back of the door until you see the tail lights flash. That's gonna record it as a new height. It's a programmable door when it's in that 3/4 mode. Like most Chevys, headlights are automatic. You just leave that button in auto, it does everything for you. We do have an electronic park brake now, which is just a push button on, push button off. And what's cool about the park brake is if you forget to turn it off, as soon as you start to drive away, it's gonna release itself. So you cannot drive away with the park brake on. You get a nice leather wrap steering wheel with your cruise control on the left, driver information center and your Bluetooth on the right. On the back side of the right, you have volume, and on the back side of the left, you have your presets. So once you set all your stations on your audio, you can basically just cycle through them from the steering wheel, keeping your hands on the wheel. Turn signals and high beams, wipers. Again, very easy to use, very easily laid out. Another thing I'll tell you is the seat is very comfortable. Obviously it's a power seat, but it's a nice fabric. It's cloth, but it's very, very durable. It has this nice kind of cross-hatched pattern on the inside portion where you actually sit. It's got some nice stitching, so it looks nice as well. And it's a very comfortable seat. So the visibility in the vehicle is very great. You have a nice little small window here so you can see around the mirror. The pillar is a little narrower. Same thing over there on the right-hand side. And as you look around, you know, it really does have nice visibility. With the HD camera, makes it even better. We talked about earlier, park sensors in the back. That will sense 60 feet left and right. So if somebody's coming, when you're in reverse, you're gonna see a big arrow on your screen. It's gonna point to the left or the right. It's gonna beep. It's gonna let you know that somebody's approaching, which would hopefully make you stop, take a second look and see if someone's on their way. So that's really all I wanted to go over today. I did do a video about the Blazer RS where I test drove it. I'm gonna link that at the end of this if you wanna check that out. I wanted to highlight this because this is our most popular Blazer seller right now. By the ratio of 2-to-1 compared to the RS model. This will go head-to-head with the Jeep Grand Cherokee. That's what General Motors is going for. In our New York City marketplace, the Jeep Grand Cherokee sells like 60% of the market. Then you have the Ford Edge and the Nissan Murano. Those are the three most popular that this vehicle will compete with. I think if you look at the styling of this vehicle, it's new, it's fresh, it rides great, it's got power, it's got great features, great technology. You compare that to Jeep, which also has all those same things. Other than the styling, it's a little, in my opinion, dated. It's been the same look. I think we're gonna get a lot of people that are gonna wanna make the trek over from Jeep to this. So if you're in the market for a midsize 2-row, 5-passenger SUV. Definitely go to your local Chevy store and check out the Blazer. Drive it. You're going to fall in love with it. I can tell you that. And, you know, look out for those lease specials, because if you're a lease buyer, they're on their way. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. If you like this video, if you learned something, give me a thumbs up. Comment any questions you have below. I'll answer every single one of them. And I want you to have a very good day.